something that I learned from inner relationship focusing is something that is called the protector.
The protector.
Yes. So we as a human, we have this awareness and we have this connection to the Almighty, what I believe. And if we have that connection, we have this thing called sabar. Sabar is honesty, and we have this gratefulness, and we have this patience, openness. But when our parts are operating the body, which is one of them is called the protector, it might be really hard to be honest, and really hard to be patient, really hard to be grateful, because the protectors is something that is made of bad experiences in our lives that made us feel pain, made us feel traumatized. So this protector mechanism is something that doesn't want us to feel any more pain. And sometimes it can bring a certain image that it wants, and it wants to apply that image on us. So it thinks that it will be safe from another pain.
So it has good intention.
Yes.
However, the impact can be negative.
Yes.
Okay.
So just one example. A person who is workaholic. So maybe he thinks that being able to work until 2 a.m. in the morning, or like not having to work, like not having to rest on the weekends, it thinks that this is what makes my achievements.
I'm a hard worker.
Yes, I'm a hard worker. This is what makes me rich. But one of the signs that protectors are there is when your body becomes tired and not able to rest. Talking about self-honesty, if the protector is really strong, it could say something like this: being tired is very normal, because you have to be someone that's full of achievement and really rich, and people has to look up to you. So you don't have to think about resting.
It's just like the voices.
Voices in the head. It's like, it's okay lah. Just sleep for an hour or two, and don't mind the sports, don't mind the blah blah blah. So actually, this person, he actually feels that signal. I need to rest. I need to spend more time with my family. I miss my parents. They're old. I have to spend time with them. But this protector is really scared of something might happen to him if he stops being workaholic. Maybe he has this wound of being invalidated when he was a kid. Maybe. So he needs to be validated very much into a point where he feels like he has to work so much, he has to be rich with nice cars, and things like that.
Because in the past it was the validation came from being a workaholic in a way. So
or maybe it's being validated over just maybe a bully, or maybe parents who just wants him to have good grades,
like achievements.
Yes. And maybe when he doesn't have good grades, when he didn't have good grades, he would be invalidated. He won't be seen as someone who's like wanting to work hard. So when he grew up, the protector speaks that way. You have to really be validated in ways that he recognized. And protectors are the things that really prevents us from being honest with ourselves. But if we can admit, something in me really wants me to be a workaholic. Now that's honesty. But it's something that we really to disidentify, because sometimes we're so identified with protectors. Have you ever heard someone who said like, I'm really a workaholic. I'm the kind of person
like proudly
I'm the kind of person who cannot just stay silent and do nothing. Even though the body was like, I'm so tired. Even though the body is craving for sleep. But because of that protector, we didn't think of that. We couldn't listen to that. We couldn't even acknowledge that there's something in us that's really craving for validation, into a point that it put away the needs for sleep, it put away the needs for connection, for love, for things that is intangible.
So because we have so many voices, right? So
Yeah.
how can we identify? Okay, this is the voice of the protector.
Yeah.
I don't have to listen to this voice too much.
Yeah.
Or which one? How can I identify which voice is which?
Protectors, mostly they think that you don't deserve to be loved if you don't achieve something. You don't deserve to be a loved mother if you cannot be the blah 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 mother for your child. You cannot be the loved person if you don't have cars or maybe houses or maybe a husband or a wife in your life. You know, my teacher, the late Mas Reza Gunawan, said that do not attach your achievements to your worthiness.
Do not attach your achievement to your worthiness.
Yes, because they're not playing together. They're not in the same gang. Like where achievements are, there would be worthiness. No, they're not attached. You are worthy right after you're born with no achievement, even with no parent, even with no one, because you're worthy just the way you are. So protectors, most of the time they will say, you're not worthy if you don't achieve something. You're not worthy if you don't do something. Because they are so scared of you being hurt, mostly in the past. So it's like a mechanism of survival. We humans, even in our stress, we have mechanisms of survival.